Have you ever wondered what the best stone block in Minecraft is? Well, I have. And today I picked the top 64 stone blocks in Minecraft, and me and my friend Flufei are gonna do a bracket where we decide what the best of them is, and which one we want to succeed, and what out of various criteria.
Where are you? Here you are?
Right here. Yeah. Oh my god.
I spit all over.
Why'd you do that? It took me like 2 hours to build this fucking
No,
thing.
it actually does look. It does look pretty good.
It's not even like the look of it. It's just it took me so long to figure out how to like actually fit the blocks in for this stupid idea. But I mean, we're just going to be having a debate on which Minecraft stone blocks are better. If we're gonna go through our options here. But
No, I've already got things to say about this first one, but I'll wait.
all right.
I kind of figured we'd seed them a bit more randomly instead of putting all of like the stone bricks next to each other, but that's fair.
You know, I figured that would add a little bit more like tension. You know, you get all the heavy, all the like kind ones
Not
out.
wrong.
Yeah.
But it's like we got multiple of the same matchup out here because this is also the same matchup as the one up there, basically.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of broken up over the first one right here. Like, this is not an easy one for me.
Oh, we're starting.
Yeah, I can do an intro and post. I don't want to try to sit here and figure this out right now.
What's your first? So we got polished diorite
versus polished granite.
And this granite. Sorry, yeah,
oh, it's okay.
They're all the same to me, and none of them are good. Diorite's the better one of the two, though, I think.
Okay, so why do you not like granite? You think it looks kind of dirty? You could say.
Yeah,
it does look pretty
ugly.
dirty.
I don't think it really brings much to the table.
Okay.
As far as blocks go, I would never use granite in a build, and I'd probably refrain from diorite, but I'd still like it a little more.
Yeah, I mean, for diorite, you could always just use quartz, which is like a cleaner, better looking block in my opinion. But I mean, it's the first one. We don't have to think too much. We'll move diorite on. But going on to the next one here, we have basalt versus mossy stone brick slab.
I'm sorry. Has anyone ever used the mossy stone brick slab?
I use it a lot, actually.
Where has it been seen?
What do you mean?
Is it in jungle temples?
I think it's in jungle temples. Who uses basalt? That's like a volcano. You can use that in a volcano build.
Well, that's in like the deltas, right?
I don't know what the deltas are.
With the magma cube biome in the nether, right? Is that where this is from?
Oh, yeah. And everybody hates that fucking biome. Because it's nothing but, like, lava, and it's hard to traverse.
That does kind of stink, but I kind of like it, but I think this one looks a little bit better, but I do think this one's a little more practical. It's up to you.
The basalt is definitely more practical being a full block. But, I mean, with the mossy stone brick slab, you just get 2 of them, right? You got a full block right there.
Yeah, but then I feel like that's cheating because I'm sure mossy stone brick is in here somewhere, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I got all the mossy variants. They were my favorites. They're like my sleepers. Like I really want them to win. But I mean, if you can make a strong enough case for basalt in like less than 10 seconds, I'll go for it.
I think we can go with the stone brick slab. It's a little lame, but you know.
I mean, it's competition's basalt here.
I think it's a little bit niche, but in the areas that it's used is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So moving on.
Interesting. So we got regular stone brick slab, and then the mossy cobblestone slab. This is probably the one that's actually in desert temples, not that one.
I feel like they have bricks at the jungle temples. They might only have cobblestone. I don't know.
I thought it was just cobblestone.
Let me fact check. Let me just look up a quick picture of jungle temple. Is that a tie? Oh no, it is cobblestone. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There's really nothing here that is redeeming this one, other than the fact that it has some green on it and it's kind of cool. You know, and
yeah.
It's more rare.
I don't think mossy cobblestone is something you really need a slab of. Personally, I feel like I've never really seen anyone use this.
Okay, but the stone brick slab.
Stone brick slab, I think, is a little bit better.
All right, we'll move that on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right, I got it. And we got a regular cobblestone slab versus the smooth stone slab.
I'm thinking regular stone here.
Thinking regular stone, not cobblestone.
Yeah, because I feel like cobblestone is a bit more of an amateurish block. It's like a bit more, I don't know, how do I put it? It feels messier.
It does. It really does feel messier.
There are some times where you do want that look, but I think generally speaking, I would rather use the other one.
Yeah, and if you're really going off of that, like, you can do a nice, like, flooring thing with the stone slabs here, too. And with the cobblestone slabs, you really use them as, like, an accent around actual stone or brick. Like, you don't use them all that much. So I guess that you could say that the stone slab is more important in a way. So we can move that one on.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Alright, we got a slab versus a full block.
Because what are we ranking these blocks on? Because if we're going based off of everything, I feel like Obsidian is a very solid block in this competition.
Oh, Obsidian is a very, very solid block. I do want to say, I figured that we would actually change the criteria for what we're basing these on as we go a bunch, so that it's really inconsistent and it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Obsidian is also a really good crafting block.
Yeah,
and it makes nether portals.
I mean, come on, Obsidian's definitely moving on here. There's not even a question.
This is actually one of the better slabs in my opinion, but I think it's a tough matchup.
It is one of the better slabs, but one of the better slabs is like saying one of the better like coins,
Stairs,
you know?
As we
oh, I mean, yeah, I mean,
next one. Yeah, I would say we move freaking Obsidian along. I don't really care. This one looks a little bit better, I'd say.
Okay, you like this over like this one looks like it's like black skulls.
I think this one's called like Blackstone or which one's which? I don't remember.
Okay, so we got Blackstone down here and polished Blackstone up here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think do you find these in the piglin places, the bastions?
Okay.
Maybe. I'm not sure. But you could definitely make them. Clearly,
I have a question.
Yeah, I would take the top one. Top one looks a little bit better. Yeah, what's up?
Are the Piglin Bastions based off of like that old Minecraft YouTube music video? The one with the king and it's the Coldplay song, and then his son goes into the Nether. And...
I would be very surprised if it's based off of Captain Sparkle.
I really hope that it is based off of It's not even Fallen Kingdom. It's like the one after that. Because he goes to the Nether and he fights, like, monster piglins that show up.
Did I find the pieces?
Huh?
Is that what that one was called?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
That's one of them. I don't remember if that's the same one you're talking about.
But I gotta say, like...
I doubt it.
The crazy piglin designs in that music video did kind of carry on into Minecraft Legends. I'm just saying. They do look very reminiscent. But, are we moving forward with the polished Blackstone?
I think this one... Okay. I feel like these two both kind of had the same purpose, so I feel like we should move the better looking one in my eyes.
Back to the...
This is basically the same as round one. I'm slightly less annoyed when I run into diorite while mining.
I fucking hate it. But I mean, I'll move diorite.
Well, I don't like running into either when I'm mining because I'm like, dang, just stop. Like, I feel like they exist to clog your inventory.
Oh, for sure. That's one thing that I've gotten really sick of.
Not as bad.
Like, with playing so many mod packs as I have, like, I get so much inventory clutter. But what are these? We got andesite.
Oh, and deep slate. Andesite's annoying, but I will say this about deep slate, and maybe this is like a problem I have of like newer Minecraft versions specifically, is I don't like how deep slate takes longer to mine than cobblestone.
Oh yeah, it's really
because it makes mining at the lower levels a lot less fun.
You go so slow comparatively.
But I'm like, I actually really like the sound of deep slate. It's got like a satisfying noise. Like,
oh yeah.
It's not as audible here, but as it would be on like a job, I think. But
well, no, I know exactly what you mean though, because
it's weirdly like satisfying to mine it, even though I don't really like it from a game design perspective.
I like how it looks.
The look of it a bit more in caves and stuff like that. I would probably take deep slate, but I don't really like it.
Okay, do you want to go with one of our tiebreak?
is there a tiebreaker here? Like, I mean, I'd be down to try it.
Let's save it for a better round. I'll move Deep Slate on. I wasn't gonna go for
Yeah.
Andesite anyway.
Yeah, do it when we like really disagree. Like clearly here we must have a big disagreement over Tough. This freaking
Mossy
stone
Stone Brick
brick.
Stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with Stone Brick Stairs personally, because like I don't think Tough is really like, yeah.
I'm relieved when I run into Tough in caves. Actually,
Why are you
I think-
relieved?
I'd be fine with doing a tiebreaker for this one because I like. Here's the thing: Tough spawns in like Deep Slate level, so when I'm mining through Tough, I'm like, oh yes, and my pickaxe gets to go a little bit faster
Okay,
for a little bit because it's faster to mine it. So I'm actually like, hell yeah, whenever I run into it.
that is true. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at the mossy like Stone Brick Stairs more,
Yeah.
they just kind of look like you'd slip on them. You
I
know?
would also argue that regular Stone Brick Slayers outclass mossy ones in general
Oh
speaking.
god, this next one's gonna be bad for me too. All right, you know what? You've actually convinced me. I'll move the Tough forward.
Interesting. I do also appreciate the fact that you can hear the llama.
Yeah.
Like I can hear it making noises. Well, we got a bit of a matchup here.
Yeah, Stone Brick Stairs
Stone Brick
versus
Stairs.
Kasi Marble Stone Brick Stair.
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't know what to go with on this one because these are stairs you'd use in completely different builds.
Yeah, that's very true.
Now this one's definitely in the jungle temple.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
There's no way that the stone brick slabs is though.
So are we going to?
The stone brick slabs is definitely in the stronghold, so it doesn't really matter. But
Should we rank the rest of these based off of what shows up in a jungle temple?
I feel like it's gonna be a little bit tough coming up.
Yeah, once we get to a certain point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care about. I mean, I do care about this one though. I'm gonna go with the Kasi Marble Bone, Mossy Cobblestone.
Yeah. Although I'd probably use stone brick stairs more.
You probably do, but I mean, it's just because these ones are so rare. You know, it's harder to get them.
Yeah, you know, I'll fold on this. It doesn't matter to me too much.
Thank you. All
I
right.
feel like I'd use the same logic for this one that I use for the other one of like cobblestone slabs are a bit dirtier looking than
Yeah.
stone, but I never use smooth stone stairs, and I actually have used cobblestone stairs. But then again, it's like the main way I've used it is like to make it easier to traverse a mine.
Yeah, but
Like,
at the end of the
I'm not really
day,
focused on making it pretty. So,
yeah, you wouldn't really use not stone brick, just regular stone stairs anyway, because they just kind of look weird. In my
yeah, I wouldn't
opinion.
use this in a build. I don't think because I don't really use stone for any kind of builds.
Oh, this isn't really
Typically,
the bracket for you then.
Well, I mean like regular stone.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Which
if
is,
you're
like,
talking about all
what you would put
stone,
this with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I
I'd
think
probably take cobblestone actually, which is kind of weird because it goes against the logic I did earlier. But
it does, but it's more useful. It's more versatile.
yeah, I feel like generally speaking, the areas where you're going to be using cobblestone stairs are different than the ones you'd be using stone stairs for.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't have anything to say about it. What are these? The
Should be
smooth
interesting.
basalt and cobblestone wall. Okay. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking wall on this one.
You thinking the wall? You're not a big basalt guy?
I'm fine with basalt, but I don't know. There's something I'm oddly nostalgic about this block.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I
It's an
remember.
OG.
It really
Kinda
is. It's
cool.
been around forever.
No one uses it though. I think it's an underrated block. No one ever uses the walls, but the walls are cool.
The walls are
They actually,
really
like,
cool.
They actually do look nice. Like that's kind of neat, you know.
Yeah, and it's cool they made it that they all
They got
connect
the
now.
edges. Yeah.
So I like that a lot.
So yeah, I think they're one of the more visually appealing cobblestones. Arguably the most visually appealing cobblestone out there.
I'd actually agree with you there, yeah, because you can make like a pen with this and it would just look like a little sheep pasture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
I've done that before.
yeah.
They can basically work as fences.
Mm-hmm. But that's moving us on to the Kasi
Basically
Marble
the exact
Mossy.
same matchup because it's the same two things except polished and mossy.
So,
Uh,
with this one, I gotta say, why does it look like a tree trunk?
yeah, I think that's weird.
I don't really like that at all. Like, why would you want that?
I don't feel like I would use this one in a build personally.
Yeah, like I was playing around with it over there, and I just couldn't get it to like look all right. So I just started building on lines, and yeah, we'll move this
Yeah,
one on. Yeah, I'm not even gonna.
I'd let both walls move.
All right, it's looking like we're wall favorites here, but we'll see what happens. We got a polished tough and a stone brick wall.
Hmm. You see, I liked tough because it was a sigh of relief. I don't really care about the polished version.
Yeah.
I don't know if this feels a little drab to be used in builds.
Hmm. All of like these basalt and tough ones. I mean, all of these at a certain point look very similar. Besides like standouts like the diorite and whatnot, but I mean it's all like just different shades of gray in fun and exciting ways. But the polished tough, I mean I can't really see it being used for anything other than like a floor or like a base for something.
It could be a decent floor, but
There's better options.
yeah, it feels like last.
Oh my god!
Don't worry about that.
Oh my god!
It'll be okay.
Are you sure? Why are you doing that? Okay. Here, let me. I should probably change into something. I feel like it would make this more interesting. So, moving on. Okay, we'll just do this. We'll do the stone brick stairs. Stone brick wall. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got the end stone wall versus the mossy stone brick wall.
I'm leaning end stone here because I don't see a reason to use mossy for a wall.
Yeah.
I feel like the main thing you'd want to use for like a wall for would be something along the lines of like, using it as a fence essentially. So like maybe keeping mobs and stuff like that. I don't think you'd ever want to use moss with that.
Yeah, the only real like reason I can see for using it is if you're making like an abandoned place or if you're making like a castle that's kind of been like overgrown with stuff, but I guess that could be abandoned too. But I'll go end stone on this one too actually because I just really like the bone look of it.
Yeah.
It's very
I
nice. And it goes nice with the purple blocks I put in the back here.
I like purple blocks as well.
Yeah, they're very nice. I like the um
Where there's like no other lavender blocks in the game.
yeah. What is this?
That's why iced coffee tastes like peppermint.
Peppermint. What'd you
Well, I
put
guess
in your
it did
iced
say-
coffee?
It did say mystery on the box, so actually that does make some sense. All right, let's move forward. I don't think I would use any of these.
Are you telling me you wouldn't use a black stone wall?
I just feel like there's so many walls. I
Well,
think both of these. Like, I don't
There's a
know if
lot of walls.
These are both like kind of outclassed, although I would say polished deep slate is probably the best deep slate.
You think so?
Probably.
It kind of, to me, has that effect that the, what is it, the basalt, it kind of looks like wood. Looks like wooden planks, but stone.
Yeah. I feel like you can kind of make that look work. I mean, I would argue it's. Thing is, this is probably like the third worst wall, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's like, would you rather go that route, or one of the better, deep slate? I don't know.
We gotta give Deep Slate some love here, I think.
Yeah, I think deep slate's probably slightly better here.
Yeah, and I don't feel the same about Blackstone, so we can just kind of let that die.
Yeah.
Well, we're going over to the second, what would this be
Side.
called? The second side, the second bit. We're going all the infested
Wait,
blocks
let me
against
ask-
each other.
Why are they specifically infested? Because nowhere else do these blocks exist on this bracket, dude. Oh, they exist at the bottom. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they're right
Oh,
here.
okay.
I just had to label them. Don't worry.
Okay, there is definitely no world. I know they were skipping a little bit. There's no world that this block ever shows up infested. I don't think I've ever seen a silverfish in this thing.
Probably not, but they can get in it. And
I
that's all
think it
that
would be cool as
matters.
hell if they could get into it, which is kind of why I want to move it along. But,
All the stone ones can, but I mean, okay, all right. We're going here, basic versus mossy, and there's a silverfish in there. Which one you want? Which one you taking? Which one would you take on a vacation to the Bermuda?
probably basic.
Basic? Okay.
I think it's more versatile. I think you can make mossy work, but I feel like regular.
Oh my god, it was right there! Floof, it was right there!
Yeah, I saw. Also, it was right there.
It was right there!
Nah, it was this one. Let's go with that.
Alright, let's
It
do a
bounces off
tiebreaker.
the block.
That's kind of funny. Get up here. You're gonna have to go to human form for this.
Do I have to?
You're gonna have to, I'm sorry. I'm going to need you to get a pair of shears, a piece of paper, and a stone block of your choice. And put them in your 1, 2, and 3 slot.
I'm putting it at 7, 8, 9. You can't stop me.
You put it wherever you want. I don't care. Why are you blinking? Your eyes, yeah, your eyes don't like disappear. They like blink.
I don't know why.
Oh my god, Bedrock is so weird. But yeah, on the count of 3, you're just gonna go to the item and we're gonna play rock paper scissors. Yeah. Okay. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Well.
Okay. Another point for me, I guess. I'm gonna win the bracket.
I always put rock first because I feel like everyone does scissors first. Like that's where the meta's moved.
Oh yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to the meta, but that's what helps me
The
out.
meta used to be everyone would go rock first, so everyone, and then the meta shifted to paper, and then the meta shifted to scissors because everyone anticipated paper. So I've tried to stay one step ahead and just gone with rock.
Okay.
And usually it actually works, or at the very least ties. But
Yeah, but I mean, maybe next time, champ.
yeah,
There's plenty more tiebreakers to be had. So we got Rab versus Censored. Oh, are you going back to Llama? Okay, good.
Yeah. Let it be.
The chiseled?
One.
All
Yeah,
right.
let it be chiseled.
I'm good with that. I like that.
I feel like cracked is the least interesting of the 4. Personally.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I don't use cracked in a lot of builds at all, really.
I feel like if you're going for that energy, a lot of times you just use mossy.
I mean, it's just, yeah. Since the dawn of time, that's pretty much what I've done, but you gotta be careful. If you break that, there's gonna be silverfish everywhere.
All right, what do you think about this one?
It's a kind
What
of
is
no.
this, endstone and like polished blackstone or something?
Yeah, we got basic. I think it's the best Blackstone variant versus the worst Endstone variant.
I guess so, but I still do like the cheese look they're going for.
Yeah, it looks like the moon. I'll put it forward.
Yeah.
You convinced me. It's quite porous in nature.
I feel like I gotta go regular stone here.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. That's like one of the first blocks you ever see in the game. That's been around since like 1.0.
It used to look different, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's always
Also,
been
definitely
stone.
before then.
Yeah, like 0.010. I don't fucking know. We got the
right, but whatever.
sandstone. Would you even count this as stone? I mean, it has stone in the name.
Well, this is smooth red sandstone.
Oh yeah, I know. But like, do you count sandstone as stone?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
But
But what
most prevalent.
do you like more, cut or smooth?
They look more similar than I expected them to.
Yeah, they're very similar.
I think smooth has more uses, but cut has more potential. So it's just a matter of like what do you value more.
That's true. But you know, if you, I guess that's not true. Actually, I was about to say something completely false. Um, yeah, I'll go with smooth on this one. Is that where
I
you're
was leaning
leaning?
smooth as well.
Okay, all right. Man, what's this one? We got
Interesting.
a little wither guy on this one, like a hieroglyphic.
I would say this bottom one is more iconic, but I think the top one might be a little bit like more interesting. Although, do you ever see this block in vanilla?
Maybe in like a.
I don't think desert temples use this. I think they use the regular sandstone, but I don't think they use this one.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be something that you can only get by crafting it. I'm gonna move that forward if that's where you're
That's
leaning.
fine.
I like that. I like that more. Seems to have some rare aura to it. What's this? Smooth sandstone versus infested stone.
I don't think you can take an infested further. I think you can't really build with an infested block.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible almost. No, it's not. You need to. Can you break them with silk touch?
Maybe used to be able to. I don't think so though, because nowadays when you even like slightly touch it, it just like insta breaks.
Mm,
It didn't used to be that way.
yeah. Damn. All right. Yeah. If you want smooth sandstone.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to move this one forward.
Okay. Oh, I don't care about this one at all.
I feel like we just do the one that's not cracked. I think this one looks a little bit better.
Yeah, it's more versatile.
Yeah.
This is the best Blackstone block. The gilded
I would
Blackstone.
agree, and I think this one having a pig nose is weird as hell. And I understand that it's because it's in the Bastion, I assume, or based off of the blocks in the Bastion. Uh, still, I'd probably
Yeah.
go with this one, the Blackstone.
It looks like a little
They're
who's
also
that?
both in the Bastion. So
Who's the guy from South Park that has like the hoodie on?
Cartman? I don't remember.
I think Kenny.
Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny.
I just remember a few of the names.
Oh, that's not the
We're
block
definitely
I
not the right
picked.
block, but sure.
I'm learning. I haven't done this
You
before.
get there, you
Okay.
get there.
Thanks, man. I'm going Kasi Mobblestone. Mossy Cobble. I'm not even doing that on purpose. I'm genuinely fucking up at this point.
For the bit, I would be fine with Mossy Cobblestone, but
Thank you.
I will say
That's
Cobby
something I can better.
Mosselstone. You know, the cobblestone is also a little bit iconic to just let die like that.
I mean, it's iconic, but we have other
I
representation.
mean, they both kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This one you can only find either in a jungle temple or a taiga biome.
Or an old growth pine taiga.
Or an old growth pine taiga, but I mean,
I think it's
taiga's in the
called that.
name.
Yeah, anyway.
Do you go creeper or do you go walkway? Kind of looks like scales, actually.
I've tried using this one in builds. It doesn't really work outside unless you do it minimally.
Mm-hmm.
But I think on an individual basis, I kind of like this one more.
Okay, I'll go with that. It's more interesting to look at. I'd say it's better than the regular sandstone anyway, because it's kind of,
Yeah.
you know.
I'd say these two kind of have similar looks, but I'd say I kind of like the shading of endstone more than sandstone, typically.
I agree, and I like the bricks of it more. It just feels
Yeah.
more cohesive when you use it in a build.
We're getting close to the end of this first round here.
I'm so
Okay,
Wait.
I actually have a really soft spot for chiseled stone bricks, and you want to hear the story about chiseled stone bricks?
Oh yeah, let's pull up a seat.
So, when they were first added to the game, the only way you could get chiseled stone bricks, well, you couldn't actually. They were only available in the creative inventory. But
Mhm.
then in 1.3, they fixed that, and you know how they fixed it?
How'd they fix it?
They made it so that 3 of them spawned inside a jungle temple every time. You know that puzzle with like the levers?
Mm-hmm.
Those levers are placed off of chiseled stone bricks. So the only way you could get the block in vanilla Minecraft was to get 3 of them from a singular jungle temple, and it would be a massive quest to get 3 of this block.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god,
just
that's
thought it was
insane.
funny how much bullshit you had to go through to collect it.
Now it's like nothing.
Nowadays, I believe there is a way to obtain it regularly. I don't remember if it's the one that requires the furnace or if there's like a crafting recipe. I don't remember exactly how it is.
It's
I
probably
think
with
it's a
the
crafting recipe
stone
with
cutter.
slabs. I don't remember, something like that. They fixed in like 1.5 or something. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I did think it was kind of funny that was the only way you could obtain this block.
That is,
That it's always given me a soft spot for chiseled stone bricks, and that's why it gets my vote.
did you ever
Also,
have
I
like
only ever see this one used in slabs.
Yeah, you don't really see this one used as a full block much, but do you ever did you ever go on quests to like get these chiseled stone bricks back in the day?
I was doing a video on 1.3, and I did for that
Oh,
video,
yeah.
but that's it.
Okay, hell yeah. Go check out Flufei's channel. Sorry, I just had to add that in at some point. But we got wait, what's this? This is smooth stone, and yeah, I'll move chiseled brick because that's a cool story. It won me over.
Yeah, I feel like we tend to just hate the cracked ones. I feel like we just move the mossy one.
I mean that's yeah. I mean you know what I'm going for anyway. So I think you're gonna like this final matchup here at the end, but don't look yet.
Jesus Christ. I feel like you take stone bricks in this one. Stone bricks is just so much more versatile.
That's true, and this polished blackstone brick slab, like I mean, again, just like with everything else with the blackstone, it just doesn't really add much. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get if you can only get it from the nether things, right?
I think there's probably more. I just don't really remember all the whole process.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened here. There used to be something else in this slot, but I must have accidentally replaced it while I was going through and fixing things.
So there's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same block. Yeah, so what do you like, top or bottom more?
I'll take bottom.
Okay. Wait, what?
Fair enough.
All right, we're on round 2. Round 2 of the Minecraft 64 block stone block bracket.
Matches. Think of it like that.
We have. We only have we've gotten rid of half the blocks.
Yeah, there's 31 more matches because that's the way it works.
That is the way it works. I'm okay. I'm gonna go with the mossy stone brick slab. For the I'm only picking on length of name now.
I'd rather go the other one. I think it looks a little bit better.
You like diorite?
By visual appeal, yes. Because here's the thing: when we're talking about polished diorite, we're only really getting that if we're building.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like nothing else really matters. Like my dislike of regular diorite doesn't really come into play here.
That's true. It's not an annoyance in the same way.
And I've used this one for builds before, and I do like it in that regard. I think for especially like early game.
Yeah.
Early game houses, there aren't many better looking blocks than this that you can get really early on, I would say.
That's true, and it does
maybe that's not as true now, but I'd say back in the day it was a lot more true.
Mm-hmm. When were they added? Like 1.7? 1.8?
But yeah.
Mm. Well,
yeah, that's where my head's at.
Can you name one song off the new Playboi Carti album?
Wait, whose album? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Can you name one song off the new Playboi Carti album?
Dude, I don't know, maybe
just one. Just Radar. One and Radar. Yeah, you got it. All right.
All right, moving on.
Which one do you prefer here?
Probably Stone Brick.
Oh, Stone Brick, regular.
I still don't think you really ever use this one in builds.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a lot more likely to use Stone Brick in a build than regular stone.
Yeah, I'm glad to let that one die here. I'll go with Obsidian on this next one too.
Yeah, this one's kind of a blowout, I would say, because I just don't really use this one.
Yeah,
Obsidian is just a very useful block as well. Although it's not like the most visually appealing. I think it gets kind of carried by its usages in building and crafting recipes and stuff like that.
It's definitely true.
Also,
but you can't really
obsidian to collect this block anyway if we're going with that logic.
Yeah, there would be no Blackstone without obsidian or basalt or whatever this is. Blackstone, okay. But yeah, going on Deep
I
Slate.
don't really like either of these. But if
Uh,
we're going with the logic I used earlier, it's probably Deep Slate.
yeah.
Because Deep Slate beat Andesite.
And to me, it just looks better too.
Yeah. I mean, that's true with a lot of the newer Minecraft blocks.
Yeah.
Although, it's kind of weird. Did Diorite get a bit of a redesign? Because Andesite looks considerably less modern to me. Like, Diorite looks like it was updated more recently than the other two.
It does. I'm not sure.
Because this doesn't remind... I don't think this is the original. I don't know.
I think that they changed all of them at one point, but I feel like they might have changed them again. Certain ones, I'm not sure. But we got tough,
Well...
tough brick, stone, cobblebone, bear.
Boom, bop, bop, bop.
Beam bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Ow.
Which one?
I don't really care about either of these, to be honest.
Should we just remove the... No, we can't remove this listing from the bracket. That will immediately move forward either cobblestone wall or cobblestone
Although, to be
stair.
quite honest, I feel like whichever one wins this matchup probably beats whichever one wins this matchup, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna move the stairs on if you don't give a fuck anyway. But,
I think we move...
stairs are used more in, like, mines and stuff.
I've said I feel like the cobblestone wall is the best looking cobblestone block.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there.
It's less useful, but I feel like... Then again, stairs also have so many alternatives, so... Who cares? They're both kind of equal in that regard. And I already said that I feel like cobblestone stairs look a little messy. I think cobblestone walls just feel a little more right to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that front. And if we're talking about cobbled mossy bone versus the brick house
I
wall,
like brick more for this one.
yeah, do you? Do you really?
Because the way I see it,
Mm-hmm.
when we talk about being messy and not Ronaldo, we already got the other cobblestone. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would never really. I mean, there's more atmospheric builds. I feel like this one works for, but I don't know. I would generally just use the other cobblestone wall, or in this case, stone brick wall.
Which one would you rather have in a zombie apocalypse?
Well, then a stone brick wall for sure, because Cobby Mossel Stone.
But the Kabi, it's not falling apart any different. I mean, break speed's the same.
No, I would be under the impression that Mossy Cobblestone has less structural integrity than stone bricks.
All right, whatever. It's yours. Take it. I go end stone wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say this is one of the better walls.
It is. I would definitely use that in a build. I'm not a very good Minecraft builder though, so maybe that shouldn't be like my point of reference. Alright, we're back up to the infested.
I don't think this
blocks.
matters. They're infested. They're not making it much further than this.
Well, the fact that they're infested could mean that they're just more special. We're not going based off of like
we're going off of special. There's no universe where this ever happens, so it's funny if it moves forward.
I mean, how often do you see the mossy cobblestone one though? Like, you don't see.
You would see that one in Stronghold.
Do they have mossy cobblestone in Strongholds?
I think so. Maybe not a lot, but
Maybe. Oh no.
like this one never shows up anywhere, and the fact that it exists is just funny to me.
I think we're gonna have to do a tiebreaker for this. This is a real special one I have planned too. I thought about this before the video. Come down here. You can stay as a llama if you want. We're each gonna get a netherite pickaxe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're each gonna get a stack of food. We're gonna go in survival mode. Alright, so whoever finds redstone first wins.
You have to do this. This is excessive.
Nope, we gotta do it. Don't worry, there's a big cave system right below us. You're not supposed to do that. So much. Wait, is this it? Oh, I found redstone.
Seems kind of unfair to me.
How?
Because you know this map, I don't.
I don't know the map. I just saw a big cave system right next to where we were. I didn't go scouting for redstone beforehand. I think on that logic too, the Playboy Cardi one was a little unfair for you because I was not expecting you to know that.
Yeah, I guess so.
TP Super Duper Floofer to Infant War N / Game Mode C Super Duper Floofer.
Why do we even go through that whole process for a block that's getting eliminated next round?
It might not. There might be another tiebreaker, and then it might be complete upset, and you won't even know what's gonna happen. All right, we got End Stone versus regular stone. I'm going End Stone on this one. It's more like special.
Yeah, I like it more.
Yeah, a little moon cheese type of deal.
It's a little bit better.
Smooth red sandstone versus the Wither.
I could not possibly care less about these two blocks.
I'm gonna put the chisel red sandstone
Yeah, I think that one
forward.
looks a little cuter, I guess. So we'll go with that.
So we got smooth sandstone versus blackstone brick.
What's your lean here?
I'm leaning towards blackstone brick. I think smooth
This
sandstone.
is probably the best blackstone, probably.
It's the
I
most
think it's
consistent for a build, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, other than like this one, but I don't know. I feel like I would rather build with this one than this one usually.
Yeah, I mean, smooth sandstone to me just kind of looks like sand, but a little different. I guess it does have the bonus of not falling, which is pretty cool. I hate to do this, but I have to go with gilded blackstone.
Yeah, it's just kind of better.
Yeah, it's a more interesting block. You don't have a lot of vanilla blocks that look like that. And I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, I would rather use Endstone. This one's kind of cool, but if it's like your primary block, it kind of stinks.
Yeah? Like, what are you gonna do with, like, a wall of those? It's just stupid.
Yeah. I think my story carries this block. Let it keep my story of freaking blocks move on. Let it be.
Alright. I'll let it go through one more round, but if it goes up against another, like, Mossy, I'm going to put up a fight.
Yeah, this block does not deserve to go any further than it's already gone.
It's already been given a ride.
Yeah, it did not deserve its bye. Of all blocks to be the 1 seed.
I think it was just another variant of Blackstone slab that was down there, so it really doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah,
I just got it mixed up. Ugh. Alright, we got Diorite versus Stone Brick Slab. This is a big one here. I don't know.
Is it though? Like, I don't think these blocks are great.
I don't know. I feel like these are too
polished diorite, but I feel like slabs just are worse stairs a lot of the time.
That's true, but this is also the last slab in play.
And I kind of want to say let it stay that way.
Alright.
Because none of them are particularly high tier in terms of Minecraft blocks, I'd say.
Yeah, and I will agree with what you said earlier with Diorite being a
might be the
good
best
early
one.
game block.
Yeah, I would say like for early game houses, I like this block, but you know, later on, probably wouldn't use it. But I'd still say it's better than a lot of these other early game blocks and like weird slabs and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I really feel like Smoothstone slab got butchered by being right next to Obsidian at the beginning. That was terrible.
Yeah, that's probably one of the better looking slabs. So
it might have stood a chance, but oh yeah, this next one's not even.
I would let Obsidian move forward in this one as well, just because I mean, I don't even like Deep Slate. It's it's gotten to go up against 2 other blocks I don't like, so I feel like Obsidian on its usage alone kind of deserves its flowers here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to beat. You could kind of say like Obsidian's like the LeBron James of this matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this was like a sports bracket, we could have LeBron James as Obsidian, and maybe like your chiseled brick over here could be like Michael Jordan. Yeah, something like
exactly.
that. Ooh.
I still am not really sold on Mossy Cobblestone Stairs because I just don't think that that's a block you usually would use stairs for.
Yeah, you really wouldn't. I've just been trying to carry the bit along, and I do feel like genuinely in this regard that the cobblestone wall is a better block.
Yeah. I feel like cobblestone wall is maybe it's because it's the classic one, but it's just one of my favorite cobblestone. Like, and it's like one of my favorite walls in the game.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, like at the bottom here, I think we have just two blocks that are arguably better looking.
But they're also arguably
They're not the classic.
They're not the
Yeah.
classic. They just don't really carry the same punch.
Yeah, it's sort of weird. So it's gonna be an interesting matchup, but I will probably lean Endstone here.
Going Endstone. Yeah, I'll go Endstone. It's a little bit harder to get, a little bit more special.
Yeah, it
like
feels like there's more prestige to it than Stone Brick.
like if you have a base that has a shit ton of Endstone in the overworld, like that's cool.
Yeah.
Like that took a while
Endstone
for you to
kinda
go
goes
there and
well
get it.
with overworld houses. Yeah.
Um,
I'm not letting the infested block get further than this. That doesn't.
this is the last mossy block that's left, so I'm going to fight tooth and nail for this one.
Why? It's like most mossy blocks are situational as all hell.
The infested one though, that's super situational. Like it's even better.
I would never use that ever.
Okay, but on the off... Okay, we're gonna have to do another tiebreaker. What was the name of Justin Vernon's 2006 debut album as Bon Iver?
Isn't that like Hazelton's?
No, it's not Hazelton's. I'll give you one more... I'll give you two more tries. It's a folk album.
Did he not have an album called Hazelton's?
Bon Iver? No.
Wait, hold on. What was the question?
Justin Vernon, who is Bon Iver, 2006 debut album. What was the name of it?
Wait. No, you're confusing me. He is. Who? Oh, his real name.
His real name's Justin Vernon. The band's name is Bon Iver. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like. That's what was confusing. Oh, that's like Oh, what's his name? There's someone named Emma in there. I just don't remember the
Yes.
title.
Oh, I'll give it to you anyway. That was incredible. For Emma, forever ago. There you go. Endstone moves on. Beautiful performance so far, Floof. You haven't gotten a single question wrong.
Thanks.
We got Chiseled Wither versus Black Brick. I'm going Black Brick on this one.
Yeah, probably. Red Sandstone is kind of situational.
Yeah. And I mean, I liked it the first matchup, but it was going against Smooth Sandstone. Like, I get... Come on.
Yeah.
Black and Yellow or the Brick from Hell. Or Heaven, I guess.
I don't think End is either Hell or Heaven.
It's space.
Well, I mean, it was supposed to be like the sky dimension, or like that was the original concept. So I guess it's closer to Heaven than Hell.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
I kind of like the End aesthetic a little more than the Bastion aesthetic.
Yeah. I gotta
Personally.
say, I do like the lighter tones of it too. I feel like they could work well together if somebody made a build with those like two aesthetics kind of clashing.
What do you think here?
I like your story.
My story is better than Stone Bricks.
Yeah, I mean Stone Brick.
Alright, we can move it along. I'm not sure how much more it deserves, though. It's probably losing next round.
Yeah, it's got a tough matchup. Oh my god, we're down to the final 8.
Yeah.
This is magnificent.
And if I may be honest, I feel like Polished Diorite does not belong this far.
It does not. I mean, Obsidian kind of washes it right off the bat, but I mean, we can sit here and look for a second. Do you have any sort of like argument for Polished Diorite at all? You have nothing to say about it? Any final
stuff
goodbyes?
that's already been said. I mean,
Yeah, we've been talking about this for like an hour
but
now.
I think everything I said is kind of applied, but I would probably still go Obsidian.
Alright, we'll move Obsidian forward. Alright, and then we got the
A very
the
interesting
walls.
matchup. A very different matchup. We have two walls that have shown up here.
The classic versus kind of like the new age aesthetic.
Yeah. Thing
When
is, I
did-
think the bottom one looks better, but I would argue
which one would you rather build like a light post out of?
a light post, probably endstone.
Are you sure about that?
No, that's what I think. I don't know, man.
I don't really know either. That's why
How
I'm
about we do a
asking you.
tiebreaker, but like just for the hell of it,
All right, fuck it. I'll go with the
do a moral
cobblestone.
question.
So I haven't prepared any more tiebreakers like in my mind so far. So we can. Do you have anything in mind? A little challenge we can do.
Which of these two blocks do you think Barack Obama would pick?
Barack Obama would definitely pick cobblestone. He was playing Minecraft back then. He doesn't even know what endstone brick was.
He's probably more familiar with it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You're probably
if you
right,
showed Barack Obama a picture of this, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's that's from Minecraft." But if you showed him this, he's not gonna
And
know
that's
what
some
the hell.
witchcraft. There's some
Yeah,
dark magic at play.
he's gonna think it's like from Castle Miner Z or something. It doesn't belong. At least in his vision of what Minecraft should be. All right, we're moving forward. Black brick versus N-Bone. I'm going black brick.
I agree. I think that there are better endstone blocks. Well, there's probably not really a better one like that looks like this.
Yeah, I kind of butchered Endstone with its placement because I put them all like. Endstone's the only one that I really kind of split up. I don't know why I even did that. I think I added at the very end. But. Alright.
All right, so how good is my story? I'll let you be the judge of this.
Oh.
Is it better or worse than endstone bricks?
I don't know. Because I definitely would use the Endstone bricks more, just in about every case, but I mean, this one's kind of funny. There's like a target on it. You can't really put them around each
And
other.
if we
though.
are going by the by the grading system of how often does it appear in jungle temples, there's definitely more of those in jungle temples than there are.
Oh my
Endstone
god,
bricks.
that's so true.
If we're going back to that, you know.
You know, that's something I haven't actually like thought of. But yeah, okay, yeah, and chiseled brick does move on.
That's the logic you're actually going with.
Yeah, I like that logic.
This game is fucked. All right, yeah, we definitely fucked it by letting that block get so far in this tournament.
I think the infested one should have went further, but I mean, I did vote against it, so
We also put all the infested ones on top of each other, so
yeah. So we got the final four here. We got obsidian versus cobblestone wall, and we got chiseled stone bricks versus what's this? Black brick.
yeah, definitely the final four everyone was expecting.
I don't know if anybody expected anything going into this.
I feel like with these 64 blocks, you could reasonably predict some of this. I don't think you could predict freaking cobblestone wall making it this far, but
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like if you were going to build like a little sheep pasture, and there's already sheep here with the little flowers and the little trader, it looks nice. You would want to build it with this. You
Yeah,
know,
my
there's a
question
little
is,
baby sheep.
at what point do we dock obsidian for being not that pretty to look at?
There's not really anything like decorative you can like get out of it either. Like you have crying obsidian now, but there's no variance.
Obsidian is pretty bad for decorative purposes,
And
but
look at
outside of
this.
decorative purposes, it's easily the best block on this list.
This is just pleasant to look at right here.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're trying to convince yourself that cobblestone wall is better than obsidian,
I am, and I've thoroughly done it. I definitely agree that cobblestone wall is better than obsidian at this point.
I feel like I will say I think obsidian's had a very easy path
Mm-hmm.
to get to this point because it's gone up against a bunch of kind of like mediocre stairs and slabs and stuff. Oh, it didn't go against slabs, but I think just this whole part of the bracket isn't very good.
Yeah, the whole first part does
I'd
kind
say
of
the right
suck.
side of the bracket is considerably better than the left side, personally.
Yeah, there's a lot
Um,
more just actual blocks on the right side. The left side had all the slabs and
yeah,
stairs
I
and
think
walls.
we can dock like, are we docking Obsidian now for being kind of ugly, or are we are we waiting another round for that?
I'm still with cobblestone wall
All
personally
right, the list is
because
fucked, but let's go with it.
if we add crying obsidian into the mix though, does that change anything?
Not really.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Crying Obsidian is perhaps more situational. It doesn't have the same uses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit better looking, but
And has like a little particle effect on it. That's kind of cool.
yeah.
Black brick or chisel stone?
Hmm. What are we thinking here?
I don't know. I'm still kind of partial to black brick. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's really just. It reminds me of
Can't
like.
believe my cobblestone walls in the final. This shit's it's over.
It's a heavy contender to win, really.
Yeah. All of these are, I think. I think you could have picked any one of these four, and I'd say it's a fair.
Yeah.
Hmm. I kind of want to go with like a tiebreaker here, just for the drama.
Okay. So I'll go black brick. You go chisel
Okay.
thing. Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
Hmm.
You want to risk it all on a question on a bet, or do you want to try to?
I have an idea.
Okay.
I used this for a video one time before. I have this tin of 50 pop culture trivia questions.
Oh.
But if you get it right, we move on. If you, like yours moves on, if you get it wrong, the
Bet.
other one moves.
Yeah, I'll go for that. I think
I'm gonna try to do one that's possible for you because I don't want to make you answer something that you obviously have no
I have no
you know,
culture.
no chance of getting.
I have no culture. I have no intelligence. Oh, there's horsies down
Oh,
here.
I got this. This one could be interesting. All right. What was the original name of Mickey Mouse?
Oh,
What was his original name?
what was the Mickey Mouse's? Oh, Steamboat Willie.
That's not. That's like the name of the
cartoon.
show, but it wasn't the name, like the original name of the mouse. I'll give you one more shot though.
Oh shoot! If it's not that, I have no idea.
Might as well go with the name. I thought there was a
Willie.
shot you might know it. I mean, it's Mickey Mouse. He's popular.
It's Mickey
I give you a
Mouse.
I give you a different question.
Okay, I get a second chance. Double
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
His name is Mortimer, by the way.
Mortimer Mouse. Okay. I'm glad they changed it.
Which TV show's theme song was California by Phantom Planet?
Oh my god. California by Phantom Planet?
You probably haven't seen this show, actually.
I know that the Bare Naked Ladies did the Big Bang Theory.
That's true.
Um,
Do you want me to switch the question?
do I get a third shot? I
Yeah,
didn't...
if you didn't do a guess, if you don't guess, I'll let you do. How about this? I'll give you one different question. Like either you guess this one, or I give you a different question.
All right, I'll take one more. I'll spin the
All right.
spin the doll
But
one
I
more
will
time.
not be giving you like this is your last shot.
Yeah.
Which American television news anchor was fired in 2017 following allegations of sexual harassment?
Oh, I heard about this, but I don't. 2017 fired for. I'm gonna go with Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill is not a news anchor, is
I
he?
know he's not.
He's an actor.
No,
isn't
he's
he?
an actor. He's not even close. I don't know.
The answer they were looking for was Matt Lauer, but
I wouldn't have got that.
I also was like, I'm pretty sure Bill O'Reilly was fired that same year, so I would have accepted that answer as well.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten either of those, but
It's
My
okay.
instinct would have been Bill O'Reilly if I was asked that question, and it looks like I was right.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like, wow, we had multiple sexual harassment news anchors. Or whatever.
2017 was a big year.
Big year for sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, big year for people getting fired because of sexual harassment. Actually,
It was a big year for
So-
the movement.
yes.
A big year for justice.
Yeah, I think Me Too was around then, 2017, 2018.
Yeah, that's around when it was like.
That was the.
Yeah.
So I guess that means this moves forward, and we have the shittiest final round.
We have the Chisel Brock Brick versus the Cobble Bomb Ball.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this matchup.
I personally am going with Cobblestone Wall. Because really, after it gone past like 4 rounds without like having any reason to, I just kind of picked that as my winner. So, I mean, we can leave this up to rock, paper, scissors if you really want to, but
I feel like if we do another tiebreaker, I want it to be like an actual criteria, not just like some silly little trivia question or game.
yeah.
I think we need to be like, what's a criteria we can use to rank these two blocks? Like,
Well,
which
either
one
way,
do you think would be used more in like the White House? And I know that's like similar to the Obama thing, but like, something like that.
all right. Let
I'm not
me.
saying that specifically.
I could ask an AI to generate a question on.
Actually, no.
for
Ask the
Red Bull.
AI which one should win.
Oh yeah, I could just ask the AI which one should win.
Ask like ChatGPT, like, hey,
Shit.
we're kind of stumped on this final. Which would you rather see? Which of these is a better Minecraft block?
What?
I feel like
is
they would
the-
give it to Cobblestone Wall because I think they're gonna go for something a bit more simple. But it's fine if that happens. I'll allow the loss. I mean, my story should not have gotten this far, so, but neither should freaking Cobblestone Wall. Like, it feels like there isn't. Is there really a clear best stone block? I think that's what we learned today. There really isn't.
I think it's all the friends we made along the way. But I got ChatGPT here. I got the answer lined up. What is the better Minecraft stone block, cobblestone wall, or chiseled stone block?
It's Chiselstone brick.
Oh, chiseled stone brick block.
Yeah, you need to make sure it's accurate.
Yeah, I don't want to mess it up at all. Let me change my. Can I add another thing here? I don't need to record it. I'll take a screenshot of whatever this pops out. Both the cobblestone wall and chiseled stone brick block have their own strengths, depending on what you're looking for in your build. Oh, and then it lists which ones. Okay. Oh, they picked the chiseled stone brick block.
Wow, that's actually kind of odd. I thought they would pick the wall.
Yeah, chiseled stone brick block.
My shitty story somehow got it this.
ChatGPT must have heard it.
They were like, "Oh my god, there were only you could only get them in the Jungle Temple in 1.3. That's so cool."
That's insane. This is a huge win.
Also, I definitely looked up the Playboy Cardi album.
Did you look up the Bonnie Bear one?
Yeah, and I got the right answer, and I got a different album.
Oh my god, I
I
should
should
have.
like sell it by Star. Like, oh, it's something, Emma. I don't. I also thought it was so obvious. I looked it up, and but yet you just bought it.
No, I just genuinely believed you. I didn't think that you would bring underhanded tactics into this game of
I was
trust
not
and-
letting infested stone brick win or whatever the fuck.
Oh my god, but that was the
It
obvious
didn't
choice.
actually change the outcome, though. Like it was, if it actually mattered, I wouldn't have done that.
No, I don't care. It's a Minecraft stone block bracket.
I know,
Oh.
but the folks at home were like, he definitely looked that up as soon as I said it. I can't believe
Oh my
it. There's no way he
God.
knows Playboy Cardi's album. Do you think I just am like super in the know about the music industry?
I don't know. I don't know what you're into.
Bondage. Oh, I shouldn't make that joke.
What? What the hell?
Like,
There you have it, folks at home. We did it. We completed the Minecraft stone block bracket tier list of, yeah. Chisel Stone Brick Block wins the day, and it is so magnificent. We all love it so much. It is everything I've ever wanted in a block and more. Thank you, and if you have any ideas for future brackets, comment them down below. Please like and subscribe and come back and talk to me. Please, I'm so lonely.